And good morning. It's Monday morning. We read from Acts 2:22 through 28. O Israel, hear these words. Jesus of Nazareth, a man attested to you by God, with mighty works and wonders and signs that God did through him in your midst, as you yourselves know, this Jesus, delivered up according to the definite plan and foreknowledge of God, you crucified and killed by the hands of lawless men. God raised him up, loosing the pangs of death, because it was not possible for him to be held by it. For David says concerning him, I saw the Lord always before me, for he is at my right hand, that I may not be shaken. Therefore my heart was glad and my tongue rejoiced. My flesh also shall dwell in hope. For you will not abandon my soul to Hades, or let your Holy One see corruption. You have made known to me the paths of life. You will make me full of gladness with your presence. So Peter continues his sermon on Pentecost by pointing out that Jesus died at the hands of these people in Jerusalem, these Romans, and with the collusion of the leadership. He dies, but this is all according to God's plan, and he can't be held by death, and so he isn't. And then he says, David says, and then quotes some Psalms. Someone suggested once that when you read the Psalms, many of them can be read as the voice of Jesus, as though Jesus was saying the Psalms. And in this selection in particular, you will not abandon my soul to Hades, or let your Holy One see corruption. In fact, he didn't. He raised him from the dead. And Peter's going to go on to talk about that some more. So Jesus did many mighty signs and wonders and was killed. But there's more to the story. And that's where our faith really comes in. Without the resurrection, what we've got is the story of a good teacher. With the resurrection, everything changes. Jesus is no longer held by death, and he's in some ways he's taken our humanity into the grave and brought it back out and said, death, get away. You don't mean anything. You can't stop me. You can't hold me. And that's kind of where faith begins. Is death is conquered. So there's no reason to be afraid of it. Someone said once, kind of in jest, that maybe we should celebrate happily when someone dies and be more mournful when they're born. Now, I don't think that's true, but you get the point that we should see death as a maybe as a promotion to something better, something like that. We're freed for the kingdom of heaven in a real way. However you see it, I don't want you to be afraid of death, because it's nothing to be afraid of. Jesus has got us, and we're going to find it. That's a wonderful experience. There's nothing frightening about it. There's nothing terrible. It's nothing evil that's going to happen to you. God is going to take us into his presence, and there we will live with him in a new and different way. So keep that thought for your Monday, and we'll continue with this sermon on Tuesday morning.